Hi guys, you're very welcome back to another video on narccon. On this channel we firmly believe that once we understand what we had experienced with a narcissist, what narcissistic abuse is, we once understand the problem, we can much better heal and actually really do well on our healing journey, because it really opens us up. It gets us to really reflect on ourselves and on the importance of ourselves, and the fact that we must never allow another person to put us down and try and suck the energy out of us ever again. That we are vitally important people of the light, as I would call us, people of empathy, people who believe in humanity are needed in this world, particularly today, particularly with what's going on. So guys, I have a video topic, which is, why didn't the narcissist marry me? And that leads us on to, why do narcissists actually get married? So I'd really like to delve into this and hopefully give you some answers. If you want a customized answer to your own particular situation, please contact me for coaching on narcscon@gmail.com, and I can send you the rates and different packages I have. People who actually support themselves on their healing journey, who get coaching, who follow the videos, who do all the things that they're meant to do to heal well, quickly and brilliantly. People who invest in themselves are the people that heal quicker, faster, better, brighter, and honestly get so much more out of the experience. They make the experience into a positive end game for themselves. So I would encourage anyone who needs questions answered to maybe even have one coaching session and see if we can resolve some questions that are hanging over you that you may be ruminating about. And that's all about the coaching. So guys, let's get into the video topic. Why do narcissists get married? There are different things in life, various contracts and various commitments that people can take on board and go into. Narcissists use marriage as a big control mechanism. They will future fake with marriage in order to bring in supply, to entice people in who want to get married, who want a commitment, who really want to get married in this life. They will dangle the carrot in relation to marriage to keep a person who may be waning in the relationship, to keep them under control and to keep them working hard with a goal end in mind of marriage. Why do they actually get married? Because a lot of narcissists will use marriage as a great way to future fake people and to draw out the supply so that the supply lasts longer and stays with them for longer. Narcissists are very cold in relation to their reasons for getting married. It's never ever about you. It's never ever about love. It's never ever about what we in this modern world would view marriage to be. Narcissists get married if they want to gain something. And one of the things they want to gain is control over you, but there is a reason that they want control over you specifically, as opposed to someone else. Because I often get questions from clients and they'll say, Paul, I was with the narcissist for 3-5 years even, and there was always a plan that we would get married and we were even engaged. But he never or she never followed through with this. It was always kind of put off for something that we would do in the future. But I made a lot of commitments to the narcissist in relation to, the idea that we were getting married in the future. And I sunk my finances in together with the narcissist, or I started a business with the narcissist. But the marriage never came to be. And then the narcissist left me and he or she was married 2 months later. So why did they not marry me? And why did they go off and marry someone that they just met? And a lot of people will fall down this rabbit hole of torture and think that it was because they weren't good enough for this particular being called the narcissist. Instead, I'll list the reasons now as to why the narcissist didn't actually go through with it and marry you, and why they were so quickly able to marry somebody else. Narcissists get married if they want to gain control over a target. And that control may be for the following reasons. To obtain status. If they perceive that this is a moment in their life where they would value highly the status offered by an individual, they'll jump. They will get married to that individual in order to obtain that goal. That's one goal. Let's go through a list of some other goals. Sometimes it's a combination of goals. So the narcissist may have one great need. Say they may need money, or they may need, they perceive your property as being something highly desirable. They may just get married for one reason. But if they have multiple things to gain from the marriage, then it'll look more attractive to them. But basically, sometimes you can actually pinpoint one reason that a narcissist will go ahead and get married. So status is one. The second reason is just what we've touched on there, for financial gain. And that can often happen at a later stage in life if they have found that they have floundered, that they've lost a lot of money, or that they are not where they believe they should be at this point in time. They will look to your assets or your potential earnings, maybe a potential inheritance. You can say, well, I don't have any money, Paula, why have they married me? They do a good recce on people, and if they think that you are definitely due for a juicy inheritance at some stage in the near future, because they won't leave it, they won't kind of go 10 or 20 years. They'll kind of see what you're potentially likely to net in the next 2 to 3 years. They'll again keep their options open. Marriage to them is not a long-term commitment. It's a contract that we have in the world today and in modern times, where they see the end game as divorce and the spoils of the contract that they make with you. It really suits their transactional way of looking at life and relationships to think that if they sign on the dotted line, they're going to get a gain at the end of the time they put in with you. You're basically going to be paying them some dividend for them committing to you and marrying you. So we've done status and financial gain. The third one can be if they want children. Children are a commodity to a narcissist. They're a further embedding of control over you. So it's very transactional, this. You can think, oh my goodness, they want to get married to me and have children with me. They must truly love me. Not with somebody who's a full-blown narcissist. It's merely the acquisition of more human beings for supply, for secondhand glory, for someone to look after them in their old age, for financial gain. There's so many different reasons that other human beings, blood related to the narcissist, are going to be of value to them. That's the third. The fourth reason I would and could come up with in relation to the narcissist asking you and actually going through with the marriage is the preservation of the mask. If a narcissist feels, and this is often kind of when maybe someone is in their late 30s, could I say, early 40s, and this isn't like everybody that gets married in their late 30s or early 40s. I'm just kind of coming up with when a narcissist may be beginning to feel a little bit uncomfortable, if perhaps all their social group or their social group have gotten married and are having children, and they're still playing the field, but it's actually it's not a good look for them. and they're kind of standing out, and they want to fit in so that they can get on with their game in a more kind of, with the mask intact, basically, so that they're not standing out. They're not, you know, bringing notice to themselves in a negative way. If this narcissist is concerned about their mask and their position in society, they will pick somebody suitable. So if you're considered suitable or considered a gain to them in relation to their mask's reflection and their ability maybe to climb the corporate ladder or just fit in with their community, if it's a small community, so that they can maneuver around, still play their games, still get up to whatever they want to, but with an air of respectability and, you know, the good husband, the good wife, the good father, the good mother. So they use it basically as a way to hide their true nature, and fit in with society. Guys, there can be other reasons, and please leave in the comments if you have any other reasons that a narcissist would get married. But just remember, even the narcissists that stay married long term, they're getting their needs met in some way, even if those 4 reasons you can't identify yourself in that. I tell you, contact me and I'll identify the reason for you. But it can be so that they have a replacement for the parent that looked after them. It can be so that they secure a housekeeper, they secure a regular supply of sex, that they supply somebody to have their children, but also to look after the children where they don't have to take any responsibility. So they will definitely pick their partner, and their partner is more than likely going to be an empath, because an empath has the strength to stay with a narcissist and excuse the narcissist's behavior and keep giving that emotional output. And not all empaths will do this. Not all empaths will not rise up and object, but a lot of people, when they do get married, and particularly people of integrity, will do everything they can to make the marriage work. And therefore the correlation between the empath staying in the marriage, they consider that, you know, a question of integrity, commitment and love to this person. They've made a big commitment. The narcissist hasn't. The narcissist will play on that to keep an empathic person married. And then they may carrot dangle with children or have children to keep them further married. And then they may control the finances to keep them further married. But marriage is the first step in the narcissist securing whatever they perceive to be of value by making a contract with you. So if the narcissist asked you to marry them and never followed through with it, count yourself extremely lucky. Do not think that it wasn't that you weren't good enough. There's possibilities of the narcissist spotted that you were going to rebel, that whatever you had to offer, someone else came along and offered that and a combination of something else. But a long-term relationship with a narcissist is a waste of your time, is very destructive to you as an individual. It's wasting the time that you could be really living your life. But at the end of the day, if you have been married to a narcissist, even for a long time, you have the opportunity to restart your life once they're out of it or kept at a distance as much as possible. And, you know, you may have had children with a narcissist, you may have had a business, you may have done a lot of different things. They're still of you, and there are still achievements that you lived through and gained. So it not all is lost, because I know a lot of people will come to me in coaching and have been with a long-term, you know, in a long-term relationship with a narcissist and have a lot of regrets. You're still you. You are still living your life, and you've still lived a life. Now you can start really enjoying yourself once you've gotten rid of that really dark, energy sapping being. So you can fully come into yourself and enjoy life once again, or even start enjoying life if you've met a narcissist when you were at a very young stage. Honestly, guys, there is nothing like your personal freedom. Do not give that, your independence, away to anybody. It's not love to, to renege on yourself and to renege on your financial independence and all those things. That's not what love's about. And anyone that loved you wouldn't expect you to do that. They'd want you to be fully yourself, to fully develop yourself. They wouldn't be hypercritical of you, and they certainly wouldn't want to rob you of your money or give you a lot of hassle all of the time and make it difficult for you to live your life. So that's the message for today. I hope it was of value. Do not beat up on yourself because the narcissist didn't marry you and went off to marry somebody else. If you don't see it today, someday I can promise you'll see it as a blessing, because sometimes we have to wait and see when karma hits, and we, feel very sorry for the person that they did marry, because their life is going to be a living hell. If it's not at the moment, it will be at some stage, unfortunately. That's it for today, guys. I will see you again soon with another video, and we're definitely, the videos on narcissists in the workplace with Trace Face are coming out very soon. I'm meeting her today, actually, just after this video, and we're starting to work on the narcissistic boss. So again, if you've any experiences you'd like to share of narcissists in the workplace and how you dealt with them, please leave a comment or email me at narcscon@gmail.com. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon. Thank you for being here, and thank you for your support.